Tom Lymbery can tell you everything you ever wanted to know about Kootenay Lake, and then some. He's the president of the Grey Creek Historical Society, the second-generation proprietor of an authentic Kootenay Lake General Store, and an artifact hunter who has collected many antiques from the area. And he's the author of several significant historical books, the latest of which was released this September. Tom's Grey Creek Volume 2 continues the story of the Kootenay Lake, with the 2 books covering the region's history from about 1911 to 1980. It's a personal journey that reflects Tom's detailed and often humorous recollections of his life growing up on the East Shore.
I think all history is quite important, but this Kootenay Lake is a rather special place as far as I'm concerned. You realize this is the largest ice-free lake in Canada?
That ice-free quality ensured the lake would become a major transportation conduit for residents and visitors to the region.
If we go back to the sternwheel days, the Canadian Pacific Railway was so successful with the bringing tourists to Banff and Lake Louise that about 1911 they decided they would do the same thing with our lakes. And so they built a big sternwheeler on this lake, one on the Arrow Lakes, and another one on the Okanagan.
That sternwheeler was the SS Moye, and later the Moye would be joined by the SS Nasukan.
Left Nelson at maybe 7 o'clock in the morning, 5-hour trip to Kootenay Landing, and then they'd have to load a 40-car load of coal right there because the coal came from the Crow's Nest Pass. And then they would turn around and go back to Nelson, and they might be 9 o'clock at night by the time they got to Nelson.
Tom's books also recall his personal stories, including that of his father, who began as a lawyer in Nottingham, England.
And he didn't really like that. He liked the outdoors, and there was this big promotion, come to Canada and grow fruit. All you have to do is come and plant some trees, and then you can spend your time fishing and hunting, waiting for the the trees to mature, but of course it was much tougher than that.
Then there's Tom's recollection of his family's 6-month trip to England to visit relatives.
My dad booked an interesting trip in 1935 where we caught the Kettle Valley Rail to Vancouver, then a Norwegian freighter from there to the Panama Canal, spent 2 weeks in Jamaica, a banana boat to Liverpool. We came back to Montreal on a Dutch anthracite carrier, and from Montreal came back to Grey Creek by Greyhound. I had my 8th birthday in Minneapolis, which was the head office of the U.S. Greyhound at that time, and my birthday treat was to go through the repair shops of the Greyhound.
When asked if he has any more books planned, Tom simply shrugs.
Well, we may do. Yeah, who knows?